It's Friday, and you are watching The Inebriated Instigators, a podcast with your host, Joshua Lynch. This is episode 6, and here's your host, Joshua Lynch.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing on this Friday? Motherfucker.
We're doing great.
You're doing there. Sorry, technical difficulties. So tonight we have a special guest for you all. We have Richard Older.
Richard Older.
You're from LA, Hollywood area. You said.
Sweet.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about where are you from, how long have you done comedy, and where are you at now with the pandemic in comedy?
Yeah, the pandemic with comedy kind of sucks. I actually did my first live in-person show on Wednesday in like a year.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool. Where am I? Well, I've been doing stand-up for about 6 years. I started. Well, I'd always been a fan of stand-up, but I was a little bit. I was too afraid to do it, and I was dating a woman, and she kind of nudged me into it, and let me practice my jokes on her, and then promised to go to the first open mic that I did. At least I would know somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
She went, and then I made the MC laugh, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that's awesome. And I've been chasing that first laugh ever since.
Yep, that's always how it is. That's the feeling. People don't get it when they say it's like it's an addiction almost. Like it's you want that being on stage.
Yeah, and you just never get enough of it. Like you'll get a big laugh, and then you're just searching for the next big laugh. Right, it is an addiction. It just never stops.
It's the same thing. You keep trying to get that bigger high. That's what writing is. You keep getting that bigger joke, that bigger high.
I'm kind of jealous of Richard because he had a girl tell him to do comedy, and my girlfriend's trying to get me to stop doing this. I'm tired of you writing all these jokes about me. Is nothing in our relationship sacred?
No, those are just the rules. That girl and I have since broken up.
Yeah.
We ain't together no more.
Yeah.
But she did get me started, and then I kept the comedy, lost the girl. So yeah. I don't know if that says anything for your future, but yeah, that's where I ended up.
That's funny.
Where I'm currently at, last week, March 10th, I released my first comedy album, which I'm pretty proud of. It's called "I've Always Been Like This." It's currently streaming on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music Unlimited, and it's pretty bitchin'. I'm enjoying it. It's really nice having it out. It's nice having a body of work out, and people seem to respond well to it. Like I got some really nice comments from my dad, which I was a little bit surprised by. Nice. He was just like, "Wow, this is a really impressive just body of work. Like you went up on stage and talked for an hour." He's like, "That's a long time," and he's not wrong, but I guess I didn't put it quite in that perspective when I was just doing it. I just like in a previous life, I was a musician. Like I played drums, and I played drums for rock and metal bands for like 10 years. And I was in that kind of mentality of, you get a body of work, you put it out, and then you build another one. And after 6 years, I had collected, essentially an hour's worth of material, and I decided it was time to put it out.
No, that is so great.
That's awesome. I mean, just the pride I know of even seeing like these little things that you get mentioned or seeing your hard work. That's like a painting almost. It's like you hanging up your painting in your house is something you did. That's your painting more or less. I mean, it is an art. So.
Yeah. It is, and I didn't realize how much work this shit is until after I started doing it. Like I was like, oh, people go up and they talk. No, man,
Yeah.
this shit's so much more complicated than that. You gotta pay attention to where the words are at. They gotta be in a certain order. It's way harder. Like people go, oh, how do I get into stand up? I just go and just start talking shit. Kind of, yeah, but like also like when you want to be good at it, you find out there's all kinds of structure and all these things, and there's different ways you can play with the audience.
Oh yeah.
It's way more of an art form than I think people really give it credit for, because it looks like anybody can do it.
Yep. I thought I have a funny life. I thought, ooh, this is easy. I make everybody laugh. And I was the same way. It's holy shit. There's so much to learn. And I bet you still in your 6 years, you're still learning even now. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's one of those that changes so much. It's an ever evolving field.
I think as an artist, if you're doing it right, you're always evolving. Like if you get complacent, I don't know. I think you lose the spark. The part of the spark is you're always evolving, so you're always coming up with new ideas and new things you want to express, or just new or just stupid shit you don't think anyone else has said. You're like, oh fuck, I gotta go tell some people this.
Yeah, because also you don't want to be, that's my biggest thing is I don't ever want to be stale. Like I don't want people that let's say that follow you and now have seen you 3 times that are like, shit, it's the same damn thing. I'm done seeing it because I'm gonna see all the same jokes now.
Yeah, that's kind of what blows me away about Jerry Seinfeld, because like Seinfeld's a legend, but like he has an act. So like he does the same jokes, the same material. He goes out on the road every couple of years and does the hits, and that's just what he's about. And then I guess in the 2000s or the late 90s, he decided to close down all the stuff he had and write new stuff. But simply he was just creating another act. Where I like the George Carlin model, where like he's always doing something new, which means he's always got something new to say. Because things are always changing. Like life is changing, experiences are changing. Yeah, it's a little bit obvious because of the last year we've all had. But I mean, like shit's always changing, and you have to evolve or people stop paying attention.
Oh yeah, and it's all about your mindset. I know just the last thing kind of before we start getting your drunk it's about like your time of life. Like I have stories now that have happened that I'm like, well, I'm at a point that I can't even say them yet because I haven't evolved as a comedian enough to use that or in that time of my life, like you don't want to hear a 28 single man now who's all this talking about marriage and kids.
Yeah, especially that's all ground that's been trudged before. So you gotta have some kind of fresh opinion or something new to say about it.
Yeah.
And then like as you evolve as a comedian, you find new ways of doing things, and like stuff that you may not have thought you could do before. You're like, oh shit, like I think I can do that now. Like your brain processes it and goes, okay, now I can see me doing this.
Yeah, like if you're back in that mindset. So let's get this Friday night going then. So how we always start, we already did the hits, so I'm cool with that. Now it's either drop 2 beers or drop 3 shots or say your jokes before. Like in either order, you just have I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. Like I said, it's not strict, but just watch it so you don't go for like 10, 15 minutes like somehow.
All right, there's one.
The timer has been set.
I went to 6 minutes just to be safe. You got a little chugging time because it's the whole what? Drink, motherfucker, drink, drink.
Right?
Yeah, I tell everybody, I bring you back to your college.
Oh my God.
College or high school, whoever.
You know what I love? You know what I love about this podcast is the fact that all of our guests really get into the. Oh, you told me I need to take 3 shots right now. Like,
Right?
I'll
Yeah.
definitely do that. Oh, I need to take 2 hits. So let me do that as well.
Yeah, I don't generally need someone to twist my arm to make bad decisions.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Go.
So, like I said, I just recently released my first album, and I started taking a little bit of heat from a couple of people because in the album we talk about wanting a mass extinction event, and they're like, "Do you think it's too soon?" No, it's not too soon, because in that bit I'm asking for a plague. I mean, it's like a plague, zombie apocalypse, nuclear assault, but I asked for a plague and I got a pandemic. And the whole point is there's too many of us and we're not all useful. And so I got a pandemic instead of a plague. And if anyone's wondering what like how big a difference that is, imagine ordering like a porterhouse steak and getting like a burger patty. Like that's how fucking different they are, right? We are not thinning the herd enough for the amount of trouble this pandemic has been. That's so. It's not too soon. It's not too soon. There's still too many of us. That's where I'm coming from, and a lot of that is because I'm not a big fan of people, because like as we get more comfortable and more content, like we have too much time to think about shit that it doesn't even matter. Like some asshole made weights to put on your feet. What the fuck? What? Because running's not hard enough, dude. All you gotta do is eat like a couple of double doubles or like a fucking box of donuts, and then try to run a flight of stairs. Yeah, like I have weights on my ankles, but that's because it's natural weight. It's my weight. Like if you want to fucking make running that much harder, eat more. Eat more. Right? I don't know why you need to make them artificially just to stick them on. What I'm saying is, you've never seen like a pack of giraffes going, you know what would make running from the lions more fun? Weights on our hooves. Yeah. Doesn't fucking happen. I mean, it happened once. And that's why there's no Toys R Us. Fucking Jeffrey went like extreme safari. He's like, we should put weights on our hooves. They're like, you go ahead and do that. And Jeffrey got eaten. That kind of stupid thing is why. We have too much time on our hands. Like they're trying to improve food. Food's already amazing, right? Like fucking Pizza Hut has a pizza with hot dogs in the crust. What the fuck? I don't eat pizza and corn dogs together. Well, I mean, I'd eat it. I'd try it. I mean, I didn't get like this by skipping those kinds of meals. I'm just saying we don't need to be spending our time on it. Like Taco Bell sells a taco in a taco for $3.50, but you could also just buy 2 tacos for $1 each. I mean, there's no reason to improve it and charge twice the price. It's stupid. As I said, I wasn't specific about the mass extinction event. Clearly, I should have been. Because someone would have said, "Hey, pandemic counts," and now I would say, "No, you're full of shit." But I think zombie apocalypse would be hard on me, because as you can probably see, I am not built for cardio. Quick, swift movements, not my forte. and I have like short T-Rex arms, so fucking I am 100% getting bit. Like there's no way I'm not getting bit. But no one has to worry about me because I'm fat and slow with little arms. Like I'm not biting anybody. Like, I just imagine like my friends are like having a picnic down the road and they see me down there and they go, "We've got like 30, 40 minutes, right? Like we have a little bit of time." You know, and they're like, "Wow, he was funny and and nice, and really enjoyed him. And then when I catch up to them, they're gonna feel the same way because they can just hold me off with a stick because my arms are too short to reach. And they go, "Oh, he's still kind of funny. He drools a lot, but it's entertaining." And yeah, that's sort of my take on the zombie apocalypse. I don't think it's good for me. I think I'm going to have a hard time with it. is what I'm going for. What time am I at now?
You have less than a minute, so you're good. Yep, boom, actually.
Awesome, because I'm starting to feel the beers.
Oh, and we're not, and now it starts.
I'm really high.
Oh, y'all, we still, hey.
I just kept thinking that Richard reminds me of the guy from Jurassic Park trying to sell that formula. He's trying to get the secret out.
My
I'm
tragic
sorry,
end is going to be
Richard.
getting, like a dinosaur facial.
Yeah.
No, I still won't get over it's that those damn ankle weights. They always wanted to put them on, and because I was 400 pounds at one point, so I get that, and because that's what they were trying to do to me when I was like in physical therapy, and they put a waist vest on me, and I kept like shaking my belly like this is my weight vest.
Right?
I feel like if I had to choose somebody I could relate to in the Jurassic Park movie, I would be I would be so excited that I'm at Jurassic Park, but I wouldn't know that there's all this danger that could happen around me.
Right?
I'm just like, this is so cool.
Oh, okay, we can even just talk about Jurassic Park or whatever. It's a 3-minute just smoke, and that's all of us. So we're gonna pick a topic, and we have 3 minutes, and we're just gonna smoke and chat. Smoke and chat. What's
Sounds good. I am making my way real quick to the kitchen to grab more beer.
Oh, okay. The topic is dating.
It's what?
Dating. So how is dating in the quarantine going, or are you all married?
Oh, yeah. Dating's a mess. Dating's a mess. I am everybody's friend and everyone's funny guy, but nobody wants to sleep with this one.
Hey, I get you that, right? We're the funny ones, always to be around, but
Yeah,
I with no dick for them.
yeah. I don't know. I'm starting to think now that some of the women might be afraid of me putting them in my act.
Oh.
Just like Brandon's problem.
Yeah.
Like, since I
Don't
became
worry.
a comic, it has been a dry spell.
Yeah. Don't worry. If you have to ask, do you think they're going to be mad? They're going to be mad.
Yeah, right.
They're
Like, you think that girl's
going
going to get upset about this? If you have to ask, you already know she will. You're just hoping fucking, Jeff or somebody tells you, no, she's fine. So then when you get attacked later, you go, hey, he said you wouldn't get upset about this. That's the only reason you're asking. You're looking for some validation so you could do your stupid ass behavior.
Well, that's one I will say I haven't done on stage is anything about, because I have an ex-wife. I was married for 5 years, together 8. So I had a lot about that, but I haven't used like the relationship stuff yet. Because dating right now, dating's a damn job. To do Tinder and all of that, like I'm at right now because of doing the comedy. It's like that can keep your mind busy for me enough. I'm like, I don't want to put in another 4 hours of messaging and swiping and.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm so thankful that I'm not
exhausting.
having a date in this era. I'm not doing the dating thing. Me and my girlfriend has been together 10 years, so
Wow, that's
Yeah.
that's after that is before apps.
Yeah. So so I'm just glad I'm not, having to do it. But you
Oh,
It
guys,
sucks.
you guys are like the real heroes, though. You're doing it for all of mankind.
no, but Brandon, I was just like you, which sucks there is because I just got divorced last year. So we were together 8 years. We met on the straight online Christian singles, so like the OG, but not no app, nothing. And now then, it was the first time having to go out to these apps. It's a whole new world. So you need to hold on to her. So
Yeah.
you might need to leave out the comedy shit.
You know what our
It's
favorite thing to do is, as a couple that's been together 10 years, is go to Disney World. Like, we look forward to going to Disney World. That's where I'm at in life.
But yeah, that's the only good thing I remember. Honestly, that's my only happy thing I remember with my ex-wife is when we went to Orlando or Universal. That shit was.
Fuck Universal. It's all about Disney World.
yeah,
Hey,
I agree. It's the best
this
Disney
is
World.
why I like Universal. That's my Simpsons. So let's say I spent some time in the Simpsons world.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
Well,
that's the whole
yeah,
Treehouse of Horror. Yeah, I love me my Simpsons.
yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
I'm just saying Disney World's cooler.
I didn't get to go because it was so damn expensive. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been to the Disney World yet, but I mean, like, I live in LA, so I'm like 45 minutes from Disneyland. Um,
Yeah,
I used to go to that place all the time.
I watched something that said Walt Disney like hated Disneyland. That's why he started Disney World.
I,
No, for real. I think they were like Walt Disney hated how Disneyland turned out.
wow. Well, I mean, Disney World is a behemoth of a park. I mean, it really is. I mean, just the scale of it is dramatically different.
And did you see there? I do want to go sleep in the new hotel, that Star Wars hotel.
Oh yeah,
Like that just looks like it's a damn spaceship, and like the windows are TV screens, so like you look like you're in space.
yeah. I definitely want to. Yeah. I that's a must. I'm a huge Star Wars geek. Oh, I got a plane.
But you were probably born in the '70s.
Airplane noise. Damn, I
Yeah,
can't
they
even
fly
think.
real close to here. Like I technically I live in Burbank, and there's like an airport like 3 miles away, and they fly over my place periodically. It's a little bit obnoxious.
I used
That's
to live
crazy.
right next to the San Antonio airport, like maybe 2 miles from it, and oh, I hate the planes. It would shake the building.
Yeah.
But I've learned when the building shakes, you don't have to move your arm to jack off, so it's a win-win,
That works. That works
right?
out.
It's a win-win. That's like
So
my whole damn thing now, Brandon. I'm just never gonna move my arm because I have like five other jokes about because I have multiple sclerosis. So I tell people it means I'm Mr. Shaky because my boss really has said he's the one who told me I shake so much I probably never have to move my arm to jack off, do I? I was like, thanks, boss.
right, it just does it for you.
Yeah, that's
Which
why
is
that's why I have to put on the apps that hey, guys with MS eat the best pussy then because I just told you that I was Mr. Shaky. So you know I come with my own vibration functions.
right. You're like I got hands that don't quit shaking. They're always
Yeah.
shaking.
Yeah. So I tell people I'm a human vibrator. And my joke with that is I'm a human vibrator for 4-hour battery life because I also have to take roids too. So
Oh shit.
Jesus.
did you hear? You've heard that one, Brett? Yeah, you've heard that one now.
Yeah.
Shit, I was on the road last week.
We're throwing it then. This is our middle. This is our new twist in the middle. What we're throwing. It's a story off between all three of us.
Okay.
One story. And let's see who comes with the best story. And I bet and put and it's like poker. I'm gonna put out, I will finish everything that I have right here and go chug another beer if somebody has a better story than me. That's why
Okay.
it's story time with Lynch.
Okay.
And here, no. And this is how we're going to do it. Because you can't just do there. I'm going to pick the topic. And it has to be a story on or around this topic.
All right.
And I'll keep... that's fine. Okay. Easy enough. Friends. So a story with you and your friends.
A story with you and your friends.
All right.
So you go. Our guest goes first.
All right. So do I have to give a wager first?
Yes. Yep. What's your wager?
Okay, hold on. Everybody's got to take a hit.
Yeah. All right. My wager is I will finish this bowl in 2 more beers if my story is not better than yours.
Okay.
All right. So before I moved to LA, I lived in Washington State, a little bit north of Portland. Now Portland has the most strip clubs per capita, and for my birthday one year, we rented a van, and our sober friend drove it while the rest of us sat and drank on our way to Portland. And we had like a couple fifths of Jack Daniels. We had some Jameson. Somebody made this kind of apple juice fucking thing. It was like apple pie that he made in his house. That was like 100 proof. The shit was ridiculous. So we're just pounding drinks going to Portland. We get to Portland. The first place we go to, it's a little bit weird because they serve us steaks at the stripper pole. So we're at the stripper pole while this chick's shaking her business at us with my fucking chewing on my meat. It was a little bit of a cross of manly feelings, but I went with it. Kept drinking. Wound up at another strip club. I'm talking to one of the strippers, and I told her, I don't think what you guys do looks that hard. And she said, I don't think you could do it. I said, I 100% could do it. And she's like, go right ahead. She told me to get up onto the pole.
Oh, you fucking...
Because I've been drinking for 5 hours, I didn't even stop to think about it. I was like, fuck yeah. So I got up on the pole, and I'm doing the thing. I'm riding it, dancing, doing the whole thing. I got strippers putting money in my pockets. It's amazing. Like I'm just doing it, shaking the thing, and suddenly the manager fucking sees me. It runs up, like, you need to get the fuck out of here. You get the fuck out of here now. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm better than all your fucking chicks here. And then the security guys came and got me. I fought a little bit because, I've already made a scene. Why not continue? I got dragged out of that club, and my friends were there. Like, that's like the coolest thing we've ever seen. And then we went on drinking and going on the way back. One of my friends threw up on the back of the head of another. And, we re-nicknamed them Shooter and Target. So Shooter and Target, if you're watching, how you doing? It's been a while. Love you guys. That's my story.
Shout out Shooter and Target.
Shooter and Target.
I give you that's a good one. That's a good story. Maybe I can't beat them. But I'm going to actually give you all options. I'm going to give you a top because I have the exact same story that you just said in a different way.
What?
But the exact same story. Do you want to hear that one, or I have one about me starting a fight? What we do, I haven't said this story in a long ass time. So this was my bachelor party in San Antonio, Texas. All my friends came out, and first it just started. It was normal, like they went out to steaks, and we got a steak there. We were over here drinking water. But this is at one of those like fancy Italian restaurants where the water they bring the water in like an actual bottle and you can pour it yourself. You know, it's like a little pop tap. Anyways, we stole that because we said we wanted to stay hydrated during the evening. So we stole the water from the steakhouse. And now we're starting to walk down the river walk down in San Antonio. But I just moved there. They all never been there. So we're just now walking around. But we stole a damn gallon of water. My ass drank it all. So now I'm having to find a place to go pee. And there ain't no public bathroom. We're actually over at the end. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to start peeing in the Riverwalk. And they were like, no, you can't pee in the Riverwalk. It was just open, and I just said, screw it. This is before drinking, by the way, too. So I'm not even drunk at this point. But I just whipped it out and pissed real quick in the Riverwalk. And then we ran back up the stairs, and we started walking around the bars, and we found a Coyote Uglies. Do y'all know what Coyote Uglies is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went in there first, and I was just in awe. They were all dancing up there, but then all my friends went right away and did the whole "he's getting married" thing. And first then is they pulled me up on stage, took my shirt completely off.
Wow.
Because they said I was going to get a body shot. What do you think? When I said, oh, fuck yeah, I'm getting a body shot. No. They drew targets around my nipples. And they wrote Coyote Uglies all on my belly. And they took the shot out of mine, and I didn't even get the liquor. So I was like, well, fuck. And it was in fucking Sharpie the day before my wedding. That didn't come off. I'm just saying. So she saw that, but I was like, whatever. So I was still having fun. We were still just drinking away now. Just drinking and drinking. But then my one friend started to get drunk, and he kept going, I can do it better than these women. I can do this better. So he did keep trying to jump on stage. Security guard gave him one warning when he got like 2 knees up there. And then he grabbed one of the ankles of the chicks and got the second warning. And then finally, when we see him almost Spider-Man jump onto there, he hits the side of the ball. And he, luckily enough, he didn't make the jump, obviously. Drunk people can't jump for sure. So, but now we're done with that bar. And then we said, the wife told, or ex-wife said, I was not allowed to go to strip club. I was not allowed to go to strip club. But what do all guys do when they get drunk and it's a bachelor party?
Yeah, you go to the strip club.
Yeah, so we're like, screw it, let's go to strip club. So we ordered an Uber, and we ordered an Uber XL. But what showed up was this Mercedes that had enough for 2 in the back seat, one in the front seat, and where she said she could fit the other two was in the trunk. Literally, we were on our knees. So they put me and this other guy, the two drunkest people at the moment, the guy who was just jumping on the bar, Coyote Uglies, they put him in the fucking back on our knees. And his face, let me just say, is pointed at everybody. She hits one bump, and he just went vomit all over. And it's great. It hit people in the back. And this was an Asian lady, and she just started like saying, we don't even know what. And then she pulls over on the side of the highway and is like, because it got on the windshield, like, shit, we need to clean. Like, this was an exorcist damn vomit. So then we get out, and then they're cleaning it. But I mean, I am so drunk at this point. I sit down on the edge of the Mercedes, and then I fell. I just slipped over and fell. But I didn't move for like 30 seconds. I was just laying on the side of 410 in San Antonio, and all my friends kept going, Josh, get up, Josh, get up. And the Asian lady, do I gotta call 911? Do I need to call 911? And then they just keep kicking, get your ass up. And finally I get up. I'm like, okay. And let me say, it's also sprinkling at this point all during the night too. So then we get in the car. She finally takes us to the strip club. But none of us knew the town, so nobody knew good strip clubs. Anyways, we show up to the strip club at 1:20. I didn't know when strip clubs ended. We're drunk at this point. So at 1:20, they still took a $20 cover charge, get in, and also find out that it's just a titty bar, like it was pasties and G-strings.
Oh, shit.
Lame.
And literally, I got one beer, and then they turned the lights on.
Uh-oh.
So
That's lame.
Then we get out, and now it's just pouring down rain. We're all like, let's just go. It's like 2 a.m. now. We just said, let's go back to the hotel.
What? How do we vote? How do we vote? Who's got the better story?
It's just consensus.
Oh.
Because I'll admit it. Just consensus there.
I think we should all just take hits.
You know what? I'm down with that. I think that's a fair compromise.
They're all, see, they're good. But and funny enough, I haven't thought of that story in a while. Since you told yours, I was like, oh shit, that was that.
Right?
Because I ended up then after we got back to the hotel, though, I don't know how this ended. All I know is getting into the hotel, them giving me this 3 horsemen shot is what they called it. I don't even remember what all 3 horsemen are, but still some damn shot. And then I remember waking up at 6 a.m. with just my boxer spooning my best friend from college.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that was my bachelor party.
That's quite an experience.
Oh, hello, guys. You know who it is. It's the devil. What's up, fellas? Hey, devil. What's going on? Oh, nothing. Hey, let's all take a hit together, man.
I like how the devil thinks.
All right, devil. We'll do a hit. All right. We'll see you later, devil. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm really. I don't know if that's
hit, guys.
Okay, this is point check. 1 to 10, where are you at? I'm sitting at a 5 or 6.
I'm trying to get high.
Are you high at all, Brandon?
I'm probably a 6.5. I think that edible I took is kicking in.
No, see, dude, I'm in California. Like, we still just got medical, man, and it's expensive as fuck. Like, I have MS and I can get it, but it's like, I think so a gram is 80.
Wow.
Yeah, when I'm just saying, I still get he gets good shit, but you can get still from dealer for like 20.
Yep. Yeah, I pay about 35-40 an eighth here.
See, I'd be okay with that because that's not bad, and it is better quality, and you get to actually pick. That's my thing that I'm ready to do. Is right now you get what you get. There's just the days of weed to me.
Yeah, this is how crazy the shit is now. So this right here is my edible pack. It's got, it has 10 milligram gummy squares.
Oh shit!
That looks like acid. Literally, you're pulling the sheet that looks like acid.
Yeah, and like that's the one I ate right there.
Oh shit!
You just go into the store and buy it. It's the most amazing. It's the craziest shit. Like I'm 44, and like in the 90s when I was a teenager, people just had weed. Like there wasn't OG Kush and all these strains. Like it was just weed. You either had weed or you had no weed, and that was it. And you had to, you had to buy it from people in school parking lots at night or in alleys or like some sketchy ass place.
Yeah.
And now I just walk into a fucking store and buy it.
I love weed stories.
It blows my mind.
That's crazy.
Let's just story of it. Weed story then. We're at the point.
Weed story.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes, sir.
Here, I'll tell a real quick one. One time, I waited like 2 hours in a parking lot to buy some weed. I was like, any minute they'll be here. Just any minute. Just hang on. For 2 hours.
Yeah. That's how that shit was. It wasn't all right.
It's so crazy.
I still like your pizza one because I've done that so many times high. Have you ever done that, Richard, where you'll forget you cooked something, and have you ever came back like the next day or something like, oh shit, I did something you didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do miraculous things on weed. Like a couple of Thanksgivings ago, I spent it with one of my best friends and his boyfriend, and we went to his sister's place first and ate a meal. And like we took some edibles before we left, and then we smoked weed when we got there, and then we smoked weed after, and then we took some more edibles and went to his boyfriend's parents' place, ate a whole nother Thanksgiving meal, smoked some more weed, and I don't know how I have never eaten or spoken that much in my life. But it went really well together. The food was delicious, and I was like an empty tank. I just kept consuming more and more food. It was a stoner's wet dream. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. Is like right before I go and do something, I like to just smoke a little bit of weed, and then do whatever it is, and it's automatically going to be better.
Right, it makes everything better. Like somehow you appreciate and just enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Like you're more present for it. Like like if you smoke a bowl before you go and eat,
yeah,
like you enjoy the food more. Like you're almost time almost slows down with it. Like I
Or
went
before
to
movie theaters.
what was that?
I said when we still had movie theaters,
Oh my God,
you
yeah.
always had to. I bet you though in California they could start or we should have a week. A week theater would be cool.
I am sure I'm sure it's on its way.
It will be.
Like we have more dispensaries here than we do 7-Elevens.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
Okay.
There is a lot of weed here. So for there to be, because we already have like drinking movie theaters
That's
where
great.
like they bring your drinks to you and stuff. It is just a matter of time before they have one for weed here. And I am all in on that. Like if I can sit there and hit my bowl while the fucking movie's going,
Yeah, right.
that'd be the best. Well, that's the other thing here. It's in my car, but I have a vape pen that the cartridge is weed.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
And
those
there's no smell. There's none of that stuff. You just push the button and hit it.
Yeah, and you get super blazed.
Super
blaze.
You're like I can take it like 4 or 5 hits of this and then go watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs in 3D.
Oh, fuck.
Totally.
And then you take it with you because you can just walk into the bathroom, hit it, and no one's the wiser.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay.
Even
All right, because sometimes you get high before a movie, and then if it's a long movie, you start coming down towards the end.
Yeah.
Not me. I just walk in the bathroom with my pen, hit it a couple times, go back and enjoy the rest of the movie.
That's like the best weed vape pen commercial they could ever do.
Yeah, right. That should be their commercial 100%.
That should be their commercial. Everybody would be like, yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah, like, oh, I would love to do that.
Yes.
It's great. It's those pens are amazing. And because it doesn't leave a scent.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the back row, you just hit it from there.
Yeah.
No one knows the difference. Not that I would condone illegal behavior like that.
Like it's honestly, it's better to suck on
that. Just the idea of it.
People think like that. So we've heard 2 weed stories. We're all probably going to be just hitting anyways here. So here's my weed story is the person who got me into smoking and actually taught me how to smoke was my ex-wife. And we went and got one time this 2.5 foot bong called Tsunami. And we go and I start hitting it. And you know how we all are when you first start smoking. It's just little bitch hits because I'm like, just can't take it in. And then she's like, come on, Pansy. You can take a real hit. So I said, okay. So I hit it and I just kept sucking like there was a gun to my head. And then I pulled it out. Sucked in, cough once, second cough, kaboom, vomit everywhere.
Oh shit!
Great grandfather's chair, all over Sparky. And Sparky was a wiener dog, so he looked like a chili dog. And then so. The ex-wife then just jumps up, grabs the dog, and your woman's always been in the time where they don't even know what mood to be in. Like, she didn't know to be sad, angry, cry, didn't know. So she's over here just screaming, laughing. He puked on my dog.
Oh, shit.
But then I frantically try to clean everything up and make it nice, and I sit there, but she comes out, we start smoking again. And I gotta I gotta prove myself, So I go to take that other hit and just took a big one. This time on the first, she jumped up, grabbed that dog with one arm, and literally just looked at me and said, "Oh, fuck no." And then she told me I had to stay 6 feet away. So social distancing is also good puke distancing.
Right. That's awful. That's funny though.
Oh, so I puked on the dog. Well, then a couple months later, I already told you one time on Mr. Shaky.
Yeah.
I was shaking like this, and I stumbled on the rug, and I chugged the whole thing of water.
Oh.
So, first taste of it, puked on both cats. All my animals that now the ex-wife has, I puked on from weed.
Poor animal.
So yeah, that's my weed story.
That's a good one. That's a good story.
So I tell people I'm story time. I have a story for everything.
Oh shit.
Okay. I'm ready to do the drinking wheel once. Let's see if we can get something fun here.
All right.
Okay, this is Ask the Host. So you can ask me and Brandon any question, anything you want. Tell us to do something, but gotta be just any question.
Any question?
What's your worst bombing story?
All right, I got one. I didn't want to do comedy for a little bit afterwards because like I took it hard. Like it wasn't that big of a deal, but I know I'm like in my mind I made it a bigger deal just because it felt miserable.
Yeah,
But,
we all do that.
Yeah, but I got the feature for Reggie Watts back in 2012 at
Nice.
the theater. Yeah, and it was sold out, and I was like, well, I want to go do some of these jokes, but I don't want to do like old jokes. So I tried to like write some jokes right before doing it, like hubris, right? And then some of the jokes that I was doing, like they were okay, but then when I tried the new jokes, it was like it was bad for my 10-15 minutes. And then I brought him out, but the show was fine. And he was cool and I got paid, but I just felt miserable inside. And like I just felt dirty too. So that like I don't know. To me that stuck with me.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a falling on your sword kind of moment.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'll take a pipe hit for that.
Oh yeah, me too. Let's do that as well.
Yeah. And I don't have really any bombing stories. I haven't done much
like I knew if I would have just done all my material that I had and not like thought twice about it, like I would have had a good, decent set at least. But I was just like, I didn't go that route, and I don't know, it didn't go well for me in my mind, in my memory of it,
Yeah, but sometimes like it's in the moment you think, oh, this is gonna be great. You're thinking it's hot. You're like, okay, this will fit with the crowd better. This is gonna go because it's easy just to.
Yep.
I
Right.
think sometimes
You're right.
you get
It's
overconfident with yourself because
yeah, it's hubris, man. Flying too close to the sun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had not to as many people, but a couple years ago, I did some shows in Vegas. And I did their underwear show, and
Yeah.
where like I was just in my boxer briefs, and I'm a big dude,
Yeah.
and it was great. I killed. It's in my top 5 best performances of my 6 years. Like I just destroyed the room so much so that I accidentally ran the light. They didn't
Oh,
even
no.
stop me. I went like 4 minutes over, and no one gave a shit.
Oh shit.
When I got off stage, the next girl went up. When she came off stage, she started fucking yelling at me backstage about how it was fucking bullshit. And she had to follow me after what I'd done out there. She's like, "There's no way I could fucking even measure up." I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
Yeah.
Then I spent 3 days all up almost entirely on an Adderall bender with a buddy of mine, and I went and did another show in Vegas like 2 days later, and I was so out of it that I bombed so bad that I got paid half of what my buddy did because we were there doing shows together. So like when the producer gave us money, like he just kind of slides you the money. I found out that my buddy made twice what I did, and it just kind of put some shit in perspective.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, you killed that night, but then you ran yourself down for 3 days, and then went to do a show like you're some kind of big shot and you fucking ate shit. So it happens.
Yeah.
What made me think of it was like I did my first live show a few days ago and killed, but a week and a half before that, there's a new comedy club opening up here in LA, and I went to an open house for it, and they were doing a limited grouping open mic where like they would bring a couple of like 5 people in, every person would do 3 minutes, and then they move those out, bring another 5 in, and so I did it, and I ate shit for like 3 minutes, like consistently. I was like, God damn, that was a lot rougher than I remember, because like I hadn't done it in so long. And then, so I was a little nervous that on Wednesday I was going to have a similar issue, but I mean, I didn't. But yeah. It just happens. And bombing's part of the deal. But sometimes they hurt more.
That's what things sucks about, like I silly with like open mics, especially because it's just the crowd on them. They're so easy to. That's the only crowd I've ever had to go. Just said, you all are going to health centers, and walked away. Because they weren't laughing at the special kids. So I just went, you all are going to hell. That got me my laugh to walk out, though. I was happy with.
Did someone say hell? It's the devil. Hey, guys.
Okay, so we're actually getting towards the end now. So the devil brings up, actually, the final wheel.
That devil is crazy. He comes out of nowhere.
So what that means, because the devil came up with the final wheel, whatever's said on the wheel, we have to do double it.
Oh shit!
And
all right.
And then you're gonna tell us the exact same jokes you said at the beginning of the night. So 1 shot, so 2 shots, so full beer. Yeah, I'll finish the rest of this one.
I'm having to pack myself another bowl so I can participate.
No, I gotta do that too, but I need Brandon, we're gonna have to have you do your joke before and after set. I did mine, and it was funny because I will put on a 7-minute light on this one, because normally, at least what I've seen, either you're gonna go for like 2 minutes and just say F it, or you're gonna go for 9-10 minutes and yeah, because my 2-minute bit turned into an 8-minute bit that I had. And then I started name calling, so.
And I'm going to cap it with a hit off this.
All right, I got mine ready as well.
Okay.
Cheers. So I recently put out a comedy album. You can check it out on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Unlimited. It's called "I've Always Been Like This," and it took a little bit of heat when it first came out because we're at the kind of the tail end of the pandemic, and one of the bits on the album is about my desire for a mass extinction event. Because I think there's a lot of us. I don't think we're all contributing. Like if you live in a major city, you've seen the traffic. Not all those people are helping, so we can lose a few. And so I talk about this on the album. We could lose a few. We could use losing a few of those folks. I'm confident. Like, do we really need the fourth checker at McDonald's? I don't know.
Does China have it right?
Yeah. So, I asked for this mass extinction event, and people are like, "Oh, is it too soon?" And I said no, and no because we've had a pandemic, and in that bit, I asked for nuclear assault, zombie apocalypse, or like a plague. Plague and a pandemic, vastly different things. Vastly. Like if you want to know how different they are, it's like ordering a porterhouse steak and then you get a plate with a beef patty. That's how bad that shit is. Like the pandemic is not worth the trouble. We're not fitting the herd enough. That's my ultimate point. And so no, it's not too soon. I will say though, I think zombie apocalypse will be rough on me because, as you can probably tell, I'm not built for cardio. It's not on my makeup. I don't run much. And I would be the safest zombie ever because, like, not only am I fat and slow, but I have T-Rex arms. So, like, I'm not really catching anybody. Like, I'm 100% getting bit. I'm getting bit. Because I can't fight off a zombie. I can't run. So I'm getting bit, and I just imagine my friends are going to see me, down the road. They're having a picnic, and they go, "Oh, there's Richard. He was funny and amusing and really nice." But we've got like 30 or 40 minutes, right? Like, he's not getting here anytime soon. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong. And then even if I do catch up to them, I'm not going to be able to bite them. They'll fucking hold me off with a fucking stick. Just like, he's still really, he seems very friendly, but he's a lot frothier. Like, there's a lot going on there. But other than that, he's still kind of amusing. And I'll just hang out with them, like Michonne keeps, zombies and Walking Dead. Oh, shit. I almost forgot. The other thing is I asked for a mass extinction event because I think humans suck. We're awful. We're a terrible species. And I know that because, like, as life gets easier, we just get really complacent. And we just have too much time to try to improve things that don't need improved upon. Like, some dude thought running wasn't hard enough, so he made weights to put on your ankles. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Like, dude, you could do what the rest of us do. Eat like a double cheeseburger and a box of donuts. You will have nature's ankle weights. And it will, like, just, lift your knees up higher. You'll have the extra weight there. Or just climb a flight of stairs. When I do it, then I'm going to have a heart attack. So, and not only, like, those things, like, people are trying to improve food. Really? We've been eating since the beginning of time. We need to improve food. But apparently Pizza Hut thinks that you need hot dogs inside the crust of your pizza. Fuck off, Pizza Hut. You be putting pizza and corn dogs together. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'd eat it. I mean, I didn't become bad at cardio by skipping meals like that. But that's what I'm saying. We need some form.
Oh no, you got him going.
We need some form of a mass extinction event. That's what I'm saying. I need the burger lines to be shorter. It's a little bit different. Holy shit. I am lit.
Yeah, I'm like, you want to tell, because, I mean, Brandon knows kind of laugh, but no. I always have to hold on to my laugh. I feel like it's starting to get obnoxious. I've had a comedian yesterday tell me I need to stop laughing. Because I'm also I'm a laugh whore. I mean, I'm an easy laugh. So
I
You just
understand.
be
I'm a
you,
chuckle
man.
slut myself.
You just be yourself, Josh.
Yeah, man. You know what?
Yeah.
I love your laugh.
Tell us
it
who's
has
telling you that.
feeling.
We're going to kick his ass.
It is not a weak laugh. Like, it is profound.
yeah, his thing is, and which he's kind of right. I do see his point in a way. Is like at like let's say because this was at like an open mic of it, and my laugh is so you can't judge what the other how they're laughing because
Sure.
it's like you're not always gonna have a me there. I've had a comedian be like, "You got to go everywhere with me." Like I'm that priming the pump.
I just keep giving.
Yeah. Well, it was a blast to have you, Richard.
Thank you very much. This has been a lot of fun.
We always our final rating 1 to 10. I'll tell you, I'm at a good 8, 9.
Yeah, I'm probably good 8.5. I am almost at 9.
You're sweet. You are the highest one so far.
Yeah. The that edible and these pipe hits, and then the 5 beers I put down.
That's a lot of shit.
It's a lot to ingest. Yeah.
And that's all. Like I tell people, and you did all that in an hour. So you'll hate me tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Right? It was awesome.
Well, it was a pleasure. And y'all.
It was a pleasure.